Hey, what's up everybody, Nexel here. Today we are playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, and I will be talking about this new Fantasia Mickey B deal that they just gave us today. I know it is kind of late in the day, so if you really needed this opinion earlier today, I'm sorry, but this is really for the upcoming 2 days where you'll still have to pull from this deal. So first things first, let's pull for our daily top drawer deal and see if we can get something good. Again, we are hoping for that illustrated Xion EX. I know it's still kind of a long shot. I forgot what the odds that I gave were, like 1 every 167 pulls. But for 1,000 a day, and then you get a guaranteed tier 6 or higher, that's actually still really good. You get the magic mirror just as like a haha, and then you can also get 2 additional premiums, so it's just really good in general. There's copy medals in there. So yeah, let's go ahead and just do our daily drawer, top drawer deal, and kind of cross our fingers and hope we can get that illustrated Xion EX. So we're gonna look away, because good things happen when I look away. I feel like bad things happen when I look. It's like I look, and like Schrodinger's cat just pops out of the box and just like attacks me. Okay, so no dice. We got an illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi and an illustrated Neku, which is really dope, especially because illustrated Neku is part of the current high score challenge. So having him is actually really sweet, and I do really like the World Ends With You art. So that's actually a sweet addition to my collection there. So let's go ahead and do that. So that is our pull for the day. We will trade towards the end of the video. But for now, let's go ahead and talk about this Fantasia Mickey B deal. Now, there's a few things that I want to say about it. The first thing I want to say is really, overall, nobody needs this. Realistically, if you play the game long enough, you'll get enough Mickey and Brooms without the need to buy this right away. There are only a few scenarios where I could think of buying this right away, but it's really, really slim, and they're very, very specific. So any free-to-play player that plays this game roughly gets like 1 to 3 Mickey and Brooms a month based on how many of the events you're able to do. So if you're able to do Union Cross, if you're able to do some of the challenge events they give us that actually give us just a full Mickey and Broom, if you're able to do just some of the side events that have a Mickey and Broom as part of their board, or I'm sorry, just the Magic Broom itself, that's already like a few brooms there. If you buy avatar boards, there's more brooms there. Even the jewel deal that we have going on, that avatar board for, I'm sorry, the gem board deal, these come with 3 Mickey and Brooms. So there's a lot of Mickey and Brooms out there if you play the game long enough. If you're one of those people that just kind of plays the game like sporadically on occasion, it might be a little bit harder, especially if you don't participate in all the events. But if you're someone who actively participates, then you really don't need this deal for the most part. Sometimes you do need that Mickey and Broom. You need it right away. And the one main reason I could really think about is because of, where is it? For this. And this ends today. So today is in the 21st, because it's the 21st where I am right now. But this is really the #1 reason I would think to pull from this deal, is because you want to catch this guilt campaign with something that odds are you're not going to be able to guilt by fusing multiple copies of the medal itself. So let's say, for example, you drew the HD Terra EX and you need to guilt it. You're only 1 Mickey and Broom away just because the medal comes pre-orb to 5, and then you want to catch this this campaign before it goes away, because if you don't catch this campaign and then you try and guilt the medal and you end up with 120 as your guilt bonus, then you're gonna have to spend 40 magic mirrors just to get it up to the 160, and then 80 magic mirrors to max it out at 200. So that's one reason I could see people wanting to pull for this right now, is because if you do have that medal that has like 5 orbs pre-filled and you just need to fill in the 1, like I'm going to be doing later, this can really benefit you by saving you a bunch of magic mirrors. Because while magic mirrors show up everywhere now, that's not to say that they're still not valuable. You know, the magic mirrors I got back in like 2017 are still as valuable as the magic mirrors that I still, you know, accumulate now. So it's one of those resources that never really loses value, and as much as possible you want to save them without overdoing it. So I definitely think that if you really need to guild something right now, if you know eventually you're going to use a Mickey and Broom for it, maybe this is for you, maybe. But again, if you play the game long enough, you know, you do accumulate the resources necessary to get the Mickey and Brooms, get the magic mirrors, etc. So another thing I want to say about this is that it's 2,000 jewels. That is absurd for a single Mickey and Broom, and then like a bunch of tier 3s, because again, we always aim for the lowest expectation, which would be a bunch of tier 3s, which honestly wouldn't really help you at this point in the game. Like, let's take a look at my tier 3s, and let me see which ones I'd actually use for anything, really. Okay, so in terms of tier 3s I use, these are just a bunch of random tier 3s. I could see maybe Meowjesty, but that's not even pullable. Sora, Riku, and Meow Wow, that's not pullable. Yeah, there's really not a lot of useful things. Maybe the Neku, Joshua, and Shiki every once in a while can be useful, because it dispels and then it buffs you for 3 general strength, and it does have an over 5 gauge cost, so for things like Proud Mode, that would be useful. Pooh, Tigger, and Rabbit is also not pullable. Halloween Town, Sora, Donald, Goofy, not pullable. So pretty much what I'm getting at here is there's a lot of tier 3s that aren't going to help you because they're just not strong enough. They're just not, they're not relevant to today's standards, where you can get like tier 6s in pulls and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say is it's not worth it for 2,000 jewels. 2,000 jewels is a lot for a single Mickey and Broom. Again, the only real reason you would need to pull from the deal is if you needed that Mickey and Broom so urgently that, like, your game is kind of on pause, or it's not where it needs to be because you're lacking that strength, but you have a medal that's like 5-orbed, and it's that close to being guilted, and having that guilt could just break your game. It could have you accelerate way further than you are currently. So again, 2,000 jewels is not worth it. I would say pull for it if it was like 500 jewels maybe, even if that, because really the only thing you're getting any benefit from is that solo Mickey and Broom, and then maybe like an okay trait on a tier 3. But like, again, the tier 3s, they're just so heavily outclassed now that we have like tier 7s, tier 6s. And then those 2,000 jewels, what you can actually do with them is actually put them towards top drawer deals, where you at least have a chance at something like an illustrated Kyrie EX or an illustrated Xion EX, and then you also get a tier 6 or higher. It's just like, that's 2 top drawer deals. It's like, I think I value the top drawer deal so much better than I do just a solo Mickey and Broom. But yeah, so I really don't think it's worth pulling for a lot of different reasons. Mickey and Brooms are powerful, don't get me wrong, they are a very powerful resource, just like the magic mirrors, where again the Mickey and Brooms I got last year are still as valuable as the Mickey and Brooms that I'm getting today. Mickey and Brooms do let you help you guilt. They don't fully guilt it, but they can help you get closer to guilting a single medal of your choice. And that's really what makes Mickey and Brooms powerful, is that it gives you the option to choose how you're going to guilt a medal. Like, it's not like you have to keep pulling and then hope you get that one medal in order to fill those orbs and get that guilt. Mickey and Brooms lets you selectively choose which one gets the guilt. And that's why it's really a great resource, and that's why I'm also really jealous that Japan gets like Mickey and Brooms left and right here and there, and then we get one like once to 3 times a month. If you're VIP, for sure, don't buy this. If you're pay to play this game, don't buy this deal. It doesn't make any sense. You're going to get like 5 Mickey and Brooms a month because they also drop that VIP quest that gives you 7 Brooms immediately. So again, I really don't recommend pulling from this deal unless you really need it. And I'm talking like you're desperate for this medal because you need to guild something that's at like 5 orbs, and you want to save the magic mirrors because it's a special attack bonus campaign right now, but that's like a very, very specific condition that I really wouldn't recommend pulling on that banner for. And tier 3s, guys, tier 3s, like, they're so out of date that it's like, I don't even know why someone thought it was a good idea to actually put this as tier 3s. Maybe if it was like you got the Mickey and Broom and like 4 tier 4s, yeah, sure, why not? It would help people, fill their collections and stuff like that. It could give some good traits for things like illustrated Kyrie, but like tier 3s, that's like such a hard sell. And if not to only make it worse, if you check the draw odds actually, like if you get tier 4s, it's like a 0.47 chance, and then like tier 5s is like 0.28% chance, and then it's like, so bad. It's like your draw odds are like worse. Maybe if the draw odds were better, Like, I could recommend pulling for this, but I really can't. It's just they're not very good. So with that being said, that's my analysis of the banner. Like, if you don't need it, you don't need it. If you're like so desperately in need for this Mickey and Broom, and you really want to catch this bonus campaign, you don't have like enough magic mirrors, like 80. You don't have 80, but you have like 40. Then maybe I would pull for this, but you'll accumulate that Mickey and Broom eventually. You'll accumulate those magic mirrors eventually. So I really don't think if you're in it for the long run that it's worth it. Maybe if you're just kind of spamming the game here and there and you're just like, free Mickey and Broom. Well, not really free, but like, yeah, like a Mickey and Broom. I don't really play Union Cross. I don't do the events very often. This is kind of like a fast way to get a Mickey and Broom without, pretty much no consequence except for the fact that you're paying jewels. So, yep, that's my thoughts on the Mickey and Broom deal. I don't recommend it. Like 95% of the time wouldn't recommend it. But it's up to you. If you have any questions, feel free to like just throw them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. But for now, let's do what I said I'd do at the beginning. Let's lock you first so that we make sure to keep you. And then let's go ahead and trait our illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi. Where are you, Kairi? Here you are. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to have like a perfectly traded illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi by the end of this, because I'll probably just accumulate so many of her, and then Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Kairi that it's going to be like, oh gosh, oh no, what am I supposed to do with all of this? So let's see what trait we can roll on our illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi. The game data has been updated. I really wasn't expecting this. So we are just going to chill for a little bit, because I don't have good video editing software. Like, if you guys have seen any of my other videos that I had to edit, they came out like, ugh, like it dropped in quality from like 30 or 60 FPS. Oh, cool, we're back online. Never mind. All right, so let's go ahead and do what we set out to do. And that was such a bummer that it came like literally in the middle of the video. All right, so let's go ahead and trait our illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi. So if we get extra attack, that would be so great, because just having 20 gauges again gives you like everything you need. Like, if you're ever using more than 20 gauges in a turn, you're not using your like SP gauge skills correctly. So for our trait, we are gonna get defense plus 2,000. No, we do not want that. We do not want you. We are going to skip you, because even strength plus 1,000 is better, because having strength plus 1,000 will multiply. It'll still use the Keyblade multiplier to give you more general strength for your Keyblade overall. So defense plus 2,000, it's not going to do you much. It's not like, there are very few scenarios where I feel like 2,000 defense points actually save someone, unless you're like some sort of giant soldier of stone. But anyways, let's go ahead and skip that defense plus 2,000. And then it just turned to 12 o'clock PST time. So we actually have another top drawer deal that we can... Wow. Okay. I didn't see that coming. I guess I didn't check the Twitter, but I guess HD Aqua EX is here. And oh man, I gotta say, I kind of want to pull for it. That's kind of dumb that they made it the same amount of, like, it equaled out to the days of Terra. So does that mean like Terra... I don't know. Why didn't they give Aqua like 18 days like they gave Terra? What's up with that? Dude, Aqua's so cool. Why wouldn't you give her more days? But anyways, let's go ahead and do our top drawer deal again. And it is going to be another 1,000 jewels. So I think this is day 5 or 6 of like top drawer deals. So let's see if I could pull off that illustrated Xion EX. Just a disclaimer, if you got all the stuff you need from this top drawer deal, like, don't keep pulling from it. It doesn't make any sense, because you'll end up with, like, a bunch of buffers. But, like, the tier 6s and stuff are always good traits. They're always good traits. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We got... Ooh, we got 3 things. So we got an HD Pete, a Valor Form Sora, and then a Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Kairi. So right now, I think I'm at 3 0.2 Kairis, 2 illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairis, and then 2 Kingdom Hearts 2 nominees. I think that's where I'm at right now. I should really look back at my videos and keep a track of what's going on. Alright, so we got 3 traits coming up here. And then we got the Magic Mirror. Haha, Magic Mirror. And let's go ahead, hop back here. And Where are you? So we got, let's see, let's go here. Let's go tier 5, and there it is. Okay. So, is this our next copy? Yes. So we are working on our second copy of second copy of Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi. This is our first copy. It does have extra attack and paralysis resist, which is fine by me. Let's see if we can work up a copy that has like poison resistant extra attack, and then maybe one that has like sleep resistant extra attack. Who knows? We'll find out how many Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairis we end up with. So here's our trait. I'm hoping for the, not paralysis, we have that, the poison resist right now, and that'd be super sweet to replace that max gauges too. So we got a sleep resist. Okay, so this is going to be our extra attack and sleep resist Kairi, unless we pull the poison resist, which would easily replace the sleep resist just because it's more useful. So there's that. Let's go ahead and hop over to our HD Valor Form Sora. Let's see, here we go. Okay, so currently my HD Valor Form Sora has poison resist and dual aerial enemy defense down, which is like, it's like good, but it's not good. Like, it's, what are the odds of rolling aerial defense? But to roll 2 is like useless because they don't stack. So let's see if we could roll for number 1 a better guilt and number 2 a better trait. Whew, okay, so let's see. For our guilt, we are going to roll 143, that's fair. It was 143 before. But for our trait, and this is what's really going to matter, let's see if we can get that ground minus 60. Gauges. Okay. So, while it hurts my soul to replace aerial enemy defense down with gauges, like having 2 of these really does me no good. Like 0 good. At least the gauges would give me something. Alright, so we got one more. We have that HD Pete that we have coming in here. Where are you? You are tier 6. Tier 6, tier 7? You're tier 7. Alright, so we have an HD Pete. It doesn't have any traits and it is not guilted. So based on this trait, maybe I'll guilt it within this guilt campaign. So let's see what we can pull off. I'm hoping for one of those minus 60 traits, because that'd be super sweet. That would make this thing hit hard on Darkgnaw. So we are gonna get... that stings. That stings. Okay, that's fine. We move on. So I guess I'm not going to guilt this HD Pete because I don't want to spend 3 Mickey in brooms on that. But yeah, that is it for our traits. One last thing that I want to do, and that is guilt roll my HD Sora and Kairi EX, especially while, again, the special attack bonus campaign is going on. And you know what? I'll make a separate video for that just because, like, I really love that medal and I want to make, like, a special video for it. So with that being said, that is my analysis on the Fantasia Mickey B banner as well as 2 daily top drawer deals. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to throw them in the comments below and I will try my best to answer them. But until next time, everyone, take it easy.